Welcome to another edition of the magazine. Today we're here to discuss wellness in the park. And we're here with our co-coordinators. We have with us Jeff Costa.
Hi,
Welcome.
Charlie.
And Christina Corrieri.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, this is a big milestone this year with wellness in the park.
We are at the 15th consecutive year.
15 years, that's amazing.
Through COVID, we were there. It was an outdoor program, so it was easy to be socially distant, even though we got to be in community.
Right.
And I didn't know it would last 1 year, never mind 15 years.
So tell us about this. So, wellness in the park, where?
The park is
Cushman Park.
the
In
Central
Fairhaven.
Park of Fairhaven, right on Green Street. We'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really busy place in the summer with folks playing pickleball and using the track. Come August, the football team starts to rehearse, and yet there's still enough space to have 100 people doing yoga and sharing the space, which I think is what it's all about. Like, to have these green spaces and see them full of life and see them full of activity. The fact that it's all sort of sport and health and wellness is a bonus.
So tell us about the wellness. What's a typical, is it morning, afternoon? What time are you there at Cushman Park?
So Tuesdays and Fridays, 8:30 to 9:30. On Tuesday mornings, there's a yoga class led by David Tiedemann. Did I pronounce that right? David who's lovely. And then Friday mornings, I'll be there 8:30 to 9:30 leading a Qigong class.
Okay. What is that?
So Qigong it's part of the traditional Chinese medicine system.
Okay.
It is similar to Tai Chi. It's flowing, gentle movements. It's like a mindful moving meditation where you're coordinating gentle movement with deep breath, with focused intention. So you're moving energy internally for your health and well-being. It's really easy. It's really beginner friendly. I suggest you try it. Come take a class. You'll fall in love.
I'm going to have to now.
Yeah.
Great. And so what is the whole concept of wellness in the park? Wellness at Cushman Park. What is the whole concept about that? Like, how did this idea come about?
Well, about maybe 16 years ago, Susan Grace, who is one of the coordinators with her company, EncorENTERTAINMEnt, was taking a fitness class with me and said, let's put this in the park. Okay. Let's have something outdoors. And I'm like, Sue, is anybody going to come to a park to do yoga? And she's like, trust me. So I did.
Okay.
And we hit 5 years, and we were doing yoga classes, boot camp classes, and then just for the last couple of years, we shifted it to being, the boot camp just wasn't getting the traction where we'd get 100 or 150 people in yoga. And Christina and I worked together at my studio at Sangha Yoga in downtown New Bedford. Okay. And she teaches Qigong, we're in our third or fourth year now. Every week there's a studio class. Okay. And one day she said, Jeff, really Qigong is meant to be experienced in nature, because we're working with the 5 seasons, the 5 elements, and so to actually plant yourself on the grass, many people do it barefoot. You have the trees, you have the sky, you have the earth, you have all these elements, right? Even Cushman Park used to be a lake, is what I understand, that got filled in. So there is a water element there as well, deeper below. And last couple of years, we're getting like 60 people to come and say, what is Qigong? And who is this beautiful woman that's teaching us to connect to our energy and feel well?
Great.
So this is where, so I don't know how 15 years went by so quickly.
And what is the cost to come on a Tuesday or a Friday morning?
Oh, it's completely free to the community. All
completely
are welcome.
Free?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there's not many things that are free today.
I don't think there are any others in the South Coast right now. But
I know of, yeah.
The beauty is that it's the team of sponsors, all the local businesses along the South Coast, many in Fairhaven, that say this is a brilliant way to spend small amount of advertising budget. So for as little as $150, a business can say, yeah, I want to get behind that.
Okay.
And Charlie, it's been just about the same group. Some come and some go, but the same core businesses that sponsor us, and every year are emailing me saying, "Are we on this year?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's year 10, year 12."
That's great. How does one become a sponsor?
Well, you could go to the Wellness in Cushman Park Facebook page and contact us that way. We do press releases, which is how we got to be with you for the magazine show, and the calendars will publish it. Yeah, it's tremendous. Like, I just want to give a little shout out, if I can, to folks like Basque in Fairhaven, and Howe Allen Realty, and New Bedford Wellness, Humphrey, Covell and Coleman Insurance. Who else can I shout out? Spicy Lime Restaurant, and the Served Well restaurants are involved. So folks that say, we want to see the park active. And I suppose it's just the track record that we've been able to be as consistent, offer really high quality, highly experienced, certified, licensed teachers, and charge no one. There's an elderly woman that comes up and puts $2 in my hand every summer and insists that she wants to contribute in some way, and I give her a hug and I say thank you. But the whole point was, how do we make it accessible? Yeah. And how do we, as prices for everything are increasing in 2026, how do we keep this going?
Sure.
How do we keep this going and build that relationship network, so that I say it all the time, high tide raises all ships. And so if you don't have the $20 that it costs to go into a studio and take a class, there's an opportunity for 10 weeks.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
20 classes all summer.
20 classes. When does this start?
First class is Tuesday, June
16th.
16th.
Yeah, 16th. Tuesday the 16th.
And
then the
your
19th
class
is the
on the
Qigong.
19th. Yeah.
Okay.
So every
that's
Tuesday,
Qigong.
Friday,
Okay.
as soon as the kids get out of school, that's the next week that we open.
Okay.
And then it ends at the end of August, just before back to school. So we do get a lot of teachers. We get folks who are here for the season, enjoying the South Coast, enjoying the beaches. And they show up on bike, on foot, they carpool.
It's
it really is
it's a
something
wonderful
to
community.
be there in an empty field, right? And you're like, is this the year no one's going to show up? And then
they
sure
come.
enough.
They show up. That's great. I can think of another sponsor you're going to be getting this year too, as well, from MO Life. So we're going to also be a sponsor, because I think there's something great, even for people with disabilities, to be a part of. You know, especially with the Qigong. You know, they can really have a lot of expression. So I think that
Absolutely.
you'll be seeing some folks out there from our organization.
Charlie,
so,
we would love that.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's going to
Thank
be great.
you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christina has taught Qigong to folks sitting in a chair.
Okay.
Oh,
And of course,
absolutely,
we
yeah.
have yoga for folks sitting in a chair. And there are people that come out to the park with their chair,
Okay.
and they can do just about everything.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah.
they're not getting up and down from the ground necessarily, although then some folks are like, I want to get into the grass. I want to feel that, and it takes their practice to another level. But
Yeah,
With the
which-
Qigong in particular, a firmly rooted seat, you can do the entire practice just as efficiently and get all the benefits you would doing it standing if you're less mobile or have any mobility challenges. It's a beautiful practice it is for everyone.
So it is for everyone.
It is.
Yeah.
You can, even
Yeah.
if you have disability where you're not able to move your limbs, you could do it completely mentally. And as long as you're doing the visualizations and the deep breathing, you're getting all the same benefits. So it truly is a practice that suits anyone.
Oh, that's great. That's really great.
so
what-
beginners welcome.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Beginners,
super good.
absolutely.
You'll have a lot of
Beginner
beginners this year, I think.
Awesome.
So what should you bring? What should you bring when you go there? And it starts at 8:30 in the morning on Tuesdays and Fridays. What should a person bring? Should they bring like a towel? Should they bring a mat? Or, what is it that they should bring?
Yeah, for the yoga class, typically we say bring a mat, bring a beach towel.
Okay.
Some folks, the teacher himself actually likes to teach right in the grass. If folks are uncomfortable with being like right in the grass, some barrier, a little mat, a little blanket. I like to practice on a blanket.
Yeah, blanket is very nice. For the Qigong too, if you are uncomfortable, I know some people like to take their shoes off and will practice with their feet right in the earth, and that's wonderful, but for some people the soles of their feet are a little sensitive, so putting down a blanket or a mat would be suitable for that as well. And then maybe a chair if you're less mobile and you need to sit down on something.
It would not be the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had folks with Down syndrome, folks who are visually impaired, children come with their parents and the grandparents. It becomes really, it is very universally oriented that everyone can find some pleasure.
So there's no age limit?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
And how does one sign up? Do you just attend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just show up, just come.
The first time you arrive, we'll ask you to sign in with an email address.
Sure.
That's how we keep the mailing list current.
Okay, of course.
And then we do the press releases right now in the spring. And then really Facebook has been the mode of, if it's raining, by 7 a.m. we will mention on Facebook if it's canceled, so that there was a time when, if you remember the skating rink in Fairhaven, Carousel, was a sponsor.
Okay.
And I think that's now pickleball courts.
Okay.
But when it was a skating rink, they would open up and on a rainy day we would do boot camp, we would do yoga inside the skate rink.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So that's Facebook is the way. Otherwise, you'll see posters.
In Cushman Park Facebook page?
Yeah, if you just put /wellness in Cushman Park.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll come up.
Great.
Maybe we can put that with the story.
Sure.
In a graphic or something, just so folks can see that.
Absolutely. We can have that added. So do you want to give a shout out to your instructors and the people that are doing this every Tuesday and Friday?
Well, David Trouterman is a longtime friend and a wonderful yoga teacher. He shows up with so much joy, and the last few years, each week that he offers a theme. He gets people giggling and dancing and shaking. So I used to teach the yoga, and it's really, it's been such a joy to hand the baton over and say, they've heard enough about me. You run with it now. And so he'll be there this summer again, and Christina, of course, leading Qigong. She's a yoga teacher and a Qigong teacher. And I think when you look at the two practices, you'll maybe see movements that are similar between the two.
Okay.
The difference, I would say, is that in yoga, you'll build sometimes a sequence where you're remembering postures and what's coming next. And in Qigong, it's kind of like, here's a movement, let's practice it, and then swipe it, we're done. And here's another movement. So it isn't so much in your head trying to remember the postures, but I do think there's a lot of similar...
Absolutely, the deep breathing, the linking the breath to the movement.
Yes.
Qigong does have a more repetitive movement where you're doing the same kind of movement over and over again, but it's so you can relax into it and really concentrate on the breath and the inner movement of the energy. So it's very easy to pick up, very beginner friendly.
Well, Jeff and Christina, we are looking forward to a fun-filled 2026 Wellness in Cushman Park, and I can't thank you enough for what you bring to our community. Thank you.
A pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you. Welcome back to the magazine. Today we're here with Russ Benoit and Tom Wojcik. So we're going to talk about a very important part of Fairhaven, which is Father's Day, not only for fathers, but also for the very famous Father's Day road race. Welcome to the show.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So tell us about what the planning process has been. This is the 52nd
52nd year, yeah.
52nd year. So tell us about the process.
Well, the big thing I think with this race is honoring Alan, who passed away last fall.
Right.
So we've done a couple of things just to remember him by. You know.
Okay.
So I think that's the big thing for this year. This is the first year without him. So.
Yeah. It was so great that he was able to celebrate the 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that was near and dear to his heart because he'd been on the show and he was looking forward to that, you know, like 25 years ago,
Yeah.
looking forward to the 50th anniversary. And so now it's 52 and his dream is still being fulfilled.
Yeah.
We're going to honor him this year in some small ways, but one of the things we're going to do, hope it's okay that I talk about the shirt, huh?
Yeah.
The shirt this year, you know how, I don't know if people are familiar with the family, the silhouette of the family that runs with the mom and dad, the son, daughter on the side. We had my son has a friend who's a really good artist, and we asked him to design a new shirt. So this year we were putting a silhouette of a man in between the father and the mother, and that's to represent Alan, which is going to be nice. But Carol Ann, Alan's daughter, didn't really want to have his name on it. So the silhouette in the middle really is representing anybody who's lost anybody, you know, not just this year, but or who they may be running for. So, and then the artist had some sun rays coming down, and so it's a nice little shirt this year. So I just kind of wanted to get the meaning of it out there, though. So when people get it and they're like, who's this fifth guy? I guess it can be really anybody that they want it to be that they might be running for.
So that's a nice tribute to Alan as well.
That's great. And the artist was great. His name is Sam Hubert. He's a friend of the road race now, so he did it all for free, too.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, that's great, being the money guy over
better.
there, yeah.
So what is your roles, actually, in the Fairhaven Father's Day Road Race?
Want me to go first?
Yeah,
Okay.
He does everything. I just do a couple of things on the side.
He does the hard part. He does the fundraising. But, you know, I handle all the registration.
Okay.
So I deal with the registration company, which is a new one this year. And I think it's been smoother than it has been in the past.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Then, of course, I'm the treasurer, so I'm paying the bills. I'm getting all the entry fees, so I'm keeping track of the banking and all that.
Okay.
Other things, I ordered the Porta-Johns.
Which is a huge
That is
issue if they
very
don't show up.
Oh, it
by the
is.
way.
We almost didn't have them show up a couple of years ago. I'm panicking. Yeah.
That would have been a problem.
Yeah.
Would have been a problem.
You know, little things. You know, ordering fruit, looking for bottles of water. Stop and Shop has been great over the years. They give us 50 or 60 cases of water.
Wow.
You know, which is you know, in June, you get a hot day. It's really beneficial to have that water at the end of the race.
Absolutely.
He also handles ordering the shirts.
Ordering the shirts, designing trying to fit all those logos on the back of the shirt, and
So he pretty much, I'd say you do pretty much everything. All my responsibility is I just sort of I reach out to the sponsors, which is my like 5th or 6th year, so it's kind of been easier. Sponsors kind of reach out to me now, or I have a relationship with them now, so it's sort of like I show up and they know what I'm there for, and everybody's always awesome. And this year we have so many sponsors, and some have been with us for, I mean, decades.
oh yeah.
And others reached out to me this year and like, hey, we want to help out. So that's kind of a special thing. It almost in a way runs itself. So we're very blessed to have the sponsors we do. And based on the sponsors, I think we were able to give back 23,700, almost 24,000 back to the community last year.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And if you go on the website, that you can see not only every one of our sponsors, but also everywhere that we donated to, and the amount that we donated to them. So if people are interested where the money goes, I just think that's sort of an underreported thing. Like, we don't really talk too much about that, but I think that's a huge thing for a lot of.
It's funny, I had someone email me today asking where the proceeds went to, and so I just sent her the link that she could look that up, you know.
Yeah, I've been telling the sponsors too, because like the sponsors are always great, and they just sort of like, here's the money, do what you want. But I think it's important. So this year, every sponsor, when I reached out to them, I sort of had a blanket thought. It was sort of like, hey, check out the website so you can see where this money actually goes. Because I just think that's so important. And when you read the list of it, it's kind of breathtaking. I mean, it's all over the place too. It's no one specific thing.
But it's mostly local. It's
local.
last year, the only non-local one I think we had was, in honor of Alan, we contributed to the Michael J. Fox
Yeah.
Foundation.
yes.
For
A very important foundation as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So on the website? So the website is
FairhavenRoadRace.org.
FairhavenRoadRace.org. Okay, so you can see the list of sponsors. I actually checked out the website earlier today and was amazed by the pages and pages and pages of sponsors, and amazed as to where all the money goes. So I do encourage our public to check out the website too, so they have a better sense of that. Well, also register.
Yeah, that's where you start the registration process. The other thing with the sponsors is if they have a link, there's a link associated with their picture. So if they click on the picture, they'll get to their website. If they're interested in someone's for service or whatever. The other thing that I want to point out is this has gone on for a number of years, but we get pizza from Riccardi's.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we get donuts from Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
And what do we get? 60 dozen? Something like that. A lot of donuts and a lot of pizza. And they've done that for years.
I think it's 75 dozen, to be honest with you.
Really?
Wow.
It could be. But,
Sometimes I get stuck with the planes at the end, but I have to clean it up, but that's okay.
yeah. But that's a big contribution.
That is a big contribution year after year.
It's a big hit.
And who doesn't love Riccardi's pizza?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, the in-kind stuff is great because obviously after the race, it's sort of like a big party atmosphere. So to have all the food and drinks that everyone can eat, it sort of adds to that post-race atmosphere, which is for me one of the most special things. I love that. I love the pre and the post-race atmosphere. Just when everybody's mingling around. That's usually when I sort of step back and you just watch all the people together and families and just hanging out, laughing, people they haven't seen in a long time.
Right.
It's a reunion.
Yeah,
It really
it's
is
so
a
special.
reunion.
There's such an energy at the post race, and you're getting your Riccardi's pizza, you're getting your donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, you're getting tropical smoothie, you're getting all the
dogs.
the hot dogs, so you're getting all the good stuff.
Yeah.
At the end.
We also
And it's
got
social.
therapists. There's people giving post-race massages and Theraguns, and so there's just a lot of cool stuff going on. And I was talking to the son of one of the sponsors yesterday, and he was saying how one of his friends from Bridgewater came down, and his parents came down, and this is the best race we've ever been to. So they're going to come every year now from Bridgewater, just on Father's Day. It was kind of neat to hear that perspective. So yeah.
There've been so many stories over the past 52 years, even getting into COVID and how people even ran the race during COVID at a different time, just to make sure they kept up their tradition of running the race.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stories of great father-daughter, father-son, grandfather.
Yep.
There's many, adopted father. So many stories that people come to share on Father's Day here in Fairhaven.
Marty has registered. Marty Flynn, this will be his 52nd race.
Wow.
So he's run and like you said, during COVID, he came over
Yeah.
and ran the course.
Yep. He didn't miss out.
No.
He didn't miss out. So what are some of the prizes that you offer?
Oh, geez, sorry. So we give. That's one of the things I like about it too. So we have the major sponsors, but we also have tons of places to just give gift cards, and we use those gift cards for prizes for the top 3 male and female winners of every age group from, I think it's 0 to 13, and then 14 to 19, 20 to 29, so on and so forth, up to 100 to, I think it's 100 plus maybe. So we give out gift cards to the top 3 male, female of all those. We give out Red Sox tickets to the winner of the father-son, father-daughter team, correct?
Nice.
Which is always great. And this year we got some ski passes that we may sort of, because not everybody loves the Red Sox, so especially this year. So, sorry.
It's early yet. It's early.
Yeah,
It's early.
Plenty of season left. So anyway, so we'll offer either the ski passes or the Sox tickets. So yeah, we have, and that's the beauty. We have more gift cards than we know what to do with, which is awesome. And and everybody loves getting those gift cards too. That's like definitely a favorite thing when the people come up there. I usually give options too. You want to go here, or do you want to go here? You want ice cream, or are you looking for a meal? So that's kind of a fun thing I get to do. I'm the guy who gives those out. So
Well, that's very rewarding.
Yeah. The top finishers, they'll get cash prizes.
correct.
Okay.
So the top 3 men and top 3 women, they'll get 150, 150. So for the three amounts.
Just got about those, yeah.
And then I do hear, like, because I've been, very fortunate to be a part of that, not to win a prize, but to do that. And I know that some of the teens that or young adults that are in road race like sponsorships or somehow in college tied up, they always donate their money back.
Yeah, his son.
Yes,
has
your
donated.
son did that.
My son's been, he's a good little runner, but so he 4 out of the last 5 years I think he won, but because he's a Division I athlete, so he has to he can't accept money, so he always donates it to Dana-Farber. But this is actually the first year he won't be running.
In the first year, you could take the money.
It's ironic because he just finished college actually this week. But yes, the first year, that's actually going to be a tough one for me. This is his first year not running the road race since he was 6. He's 23 now, so 17 years.
Wow.
Because he's moving out of state. But so that was a tough one, but that's all right. My other son DJs it. My daughter gives out medals, so it's still a nice family event for me.
Sure, absolutely. And you have all those great memories of your son running the
Yeah,
race.
it's definitely probably my favorite day of the year. Just. And I've been blessed to be able to work with these guys on the road race committee. I was happy that they let me in, but it's just been so fun and just to spend it with the family. But I see that with everybody there, and that's it's sort of I know I'm not unique in it, and that's what I love about it. And so
well, Russ reached out to us right after COVID, and trying to restart it again after a 2-year absence. It was.
I was just terrified it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, he pulled the strings, got us going, and it's been a good run since then.
Well, no pun intended. It just means so
pun
much.
intended.
Sorry, I didn't know you were that quick. It just meant a lot to my family, and I was like, is this thing coming back? I was really hoping it did. And then I was fortunate to sit with Alan and Tom, and they were like, yep, let's do it.
Yep.
So that's the other thing. I know we talked about Alan a little bit, but I was just fortunate to be able to spend a few years with him. And my job with him was we would drive around, and he'd introduce me to all the sponsors.
Which was a good handoff.
It was perfect. And, Alan was great, too. I still have a stack of business cards, right? He was a business card guy.
Yeah.
So this is his business card. This is his business card. I still have them. I text everybody now, and we talk on the phone and stuff like that. But
well, you learn from the best.
Yeah, and I got he gave me the ins. Like when they said, "Oh, you're with him."
Yep, absolutely.
So that was
instant approval. Right?
Yeah, he walk in and they knew what they're like. Yep, they start writing the check there, and they're like, "Oh, you're with him." I'm like, "I'm just helping out." They're like, "All right, we'll remember you."
Of course.
So thank God.
Well, thank God his mission and dream is continuing, and thank you both and your great committee for all you do to keep this Fairhaven Father's Day Road Race alive and running.
Well, speaking of the committee, we're always looking for new people. So our email address is on our website if they want to reach out to us.
All right. Very good. Well, June 21st, 2026.
Correct.
We'll have a nice road race here in the town of Fairhaven.
The Cannon time is 9 a.m.
9 a.m. All right. Thank you both very much.
Okay. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.